All right, what's going on YouTube? Your boy Juan Valdez here with another video, and today we're going to be going over should you get started with social media marketing agency or e-commerce and dropshipping. The reason why I picked those topics is obviously because we have expertise in e-commerce and dropshipping, and we do a little bit of social media marketing for some clients that we work with. But also we have buddies and like top guys in the social media marketing agency space that are doing 6 to 7, even 8 figures with their agency. So we get to chat with them and they give us insights on the things that work for them and some of the things they're doing. So we kind of have an idea of like how they both work. But what I wanted to cover is just some of the things needed to get started, and what, if you're a good fit, which one is a good fit depending on your personality, right? And so when it comes to either or, e-commerce and dropshipping or social media marketing agency, to get started, you're obviously going to need some type of resource or some kind of training to learn. So that's probably going to cost you some money to get started, because you have to learn the material and how it all works. But as far as like actually getting the business up and running, I would say social media marketing agency probably won't require much capital to get started, just because you're going to learn the content. You're probably going to pay for that, but then you're going to go out there cold call and try to pick up clients. So you won't need to really pay to go cold calling. I mean, maybe you need like a ride there, but that's about it. For e-commerce and dropshipping, $0 to start the store, $0 to set the products up, find your niche, things like that. Now, it does cost some capital when it comes to driving traffic to your website. I would say anywhere from $500 to $700 is what's needed for anyone to really get started with dropshipping, just because obviously you have to pay for that traffic to your website. However, the best part is obviously both of these are obviously great businesses to be in, even though one may take no capital to get started, the other one might take a little more. It does have, they both have their pros and cons, right? So for example, for social media marketing agency, for people that are more extroverted, people that like to go out there and talk to people, that might be a lot better fit for you guys. Just because obviously the name of the game is going out there, finding clients, servicing them, et cetera, et cetera. Obviously the technical stuff, like you'll have to learn that regardless. You have to do that. But the finding clients part, which is obviously the most important part of the business, you really, if you aren't as extroverted, it can be a lot tougher to get started and find clients with social media marketing agencies. So even if you don't have, even if you do have money, or if you don't have money to get started, you do have to think about the fact that you do have to have the courage to go out there cold calling on, going business to business to find clients and being able to pitch them on, obviously the opportunity of getting your services. So that is, one of the things about when it comes to social media marketing agency that you guys have to keep in mind. When it comes to e-commerce and dropshipping, it's a little bit of the opposite. You don't really have, you're really more behind the scenes, so it's more for like extroverted people, more like myself. That's personally why I chose to get started with it, because even though I went door to door, that's not a problem for me because I've already gone door to door, so I could have started with social media marketing agency. I chose e-commerce and dropshipping just because it's a lot easier for me, because it's more behind the scenes. You don't have to go out there and present to people or do any of that stuff. You go out there, you do your research, you spend your time setting up your store, finding hot products, you learn how to set up your ads, and you run them, you test, and eventually once you find that hot product, you obviously start to scale and start seeing the results. With the difference between the two, and to take into consideration is just which one do you think is a much better fit for you, and obviously what kind of capital do you have available to invest to get started on either of the two. They both fit for extroverts and introverts, and also no capital and some capital, but also they go hand in hand. And what I mean by that is the skills that you can learn from an e-commerce business, being able to set up a website that converts, setting up the visuals for it, being able to run traffic to that website and get customers to buy. Those same skill sets are very powerful, and those are the same skill sets that you can actually apply in other areas like social media marketing, and it's an area you can branch off to. What I mean by that is, once you learn how to do the things that are required for e-commerce to actually get results, there are businesses right now that they're already selling products, but they're not doing it online. They're selling other products like like people come into their stores, but they have no online presence, right? So obviously, if you can do these same things for your business, there's a niche where you can go out there, find these businesses that aren't selling things online, and now you can do the same thing you do for your business for them and get them as clients. That's actually what we did, except since we had the results and we were already getting known for being able to consistently drive traffic and get those type of results that we got in e-commerce, to our business. We actually got clients referred to us. But for anyone that can get their own results that maybe don't really have as much exposure, you guys can go out and do the same thing. And the best part is, with the skills that you learn in e-commerce, you can actually apply a lot of them to the social media marketing agency, right? So if you can do the same thing for a business where, let's say they're not selling any products, you come in, you drive all that traffic, you learn, you set up a high converting website just like you did for your, dropshipping business. Now, you can also learn the different areas of social media marketing and apply those different tactics to their business as well. And now you can also do, while you're doing e-commerce and you have that business running, you can also do social media marketing. You can tap into both. And hopefully I'm not confusing you with you guys, but hopefully this makes sense. But now vice versa, if you do the same thing with social media marketing, if you learn all the skill sets for social media marketing and you're able to get clients, get them results, and you learn how it all works. Now, after you have your business set up and you have a team and obviously you have a lot more time in your hands, now you can also go ahead and start an e-commerce business, get the ball rolling with that and use the same skills and tactics when it comes to social media, brand awareness, all that great stuff, and apply those things to your dropshipping business. So personally, I think that both of these work really well together because they can bounce off each other, right? So if you learn the skills of e-commerce, you can apply them to social media marketing agency. If you learn the things in social media marketing agency, you can learn about e-commerce and apply those skills there as well. So I personally think that those go, hand in hand, just because you can build off of them. And they're both businesses where basically, they're front-loaded business models, right? You basically spend the time learning it at first. After you spend the time learning it, you start applying it. After you apply it, you start getting results. After you start getting results, then you start, getting help, hiring employees and assistants, things like that. So that way you can, work more on the business rather than in the business. You can step out a little bit, step aside, and kind of let them help you and run the business, right? They both work the same way. So once you get to the point where obviously you have a team now, you can have them helping you out. You can now, crisscross and take advantage of the other opportunity, right? So there's a whole niche that's, it's a little bit untapped niche when it comes to social media marketing agency. When it comes to finding businesses specifically that aren't selling anything online, even though they're already selling things like, through like a store, maybe like a brick and mortar store. There's a niche for that specifically. Obviously there's a niche to get, business owners to just do their social media marketing, but there's also a specific niche for people that, have physical products are already selling really well, but they're not selling anything online. The clients that we actually ended up working with, they weren't really selling much online, but they already had great businesses. They're already doing I think one of them was doing like $500,000 a year, and she's not doing anything online, not driving any type of traffic. So obviously, when we were able to, when they found out about the things that we were able to do for our business, for them, it made all the sense to, have us work with them, because obviously we can do the same things we're doing for our e-commerce business, we can do for them, and then add on some of the things for, that involve goals in the social media marketing space, like, taking care of the social media platforms. And now we can run our e-commerce business while running an agency as well. Obviously, you're not going to do both of them at the beginning. You do have to learn and master one and, build one to the point where you can work a little bit, outside of the business in order to start the next one. But these are two great opportunities where you guys can get started with and work. And we've personally gotten results, doing both. So this is why we're sharing that with you guys. This isn't something we're just making it up, or we don't even do any of them. That's why we're sharing specifically with these two opportunities, the things that you guys can do and how it'll work. So I hope you guys got value from this video. Feel free to hit the subscribe button, drop a like for the boy, and give me some feedback. Let me know what you guys think about, or what questions you guys have about starting an e-commerce business, what questions you guys have about starting an agency. Again, I'm not the most experienced, but I do have an experience with now the somewhat of an agency that we have built after working with the clients that we've been working with. So leave me some feedback. Let me know what you guys think, which one you're going to choose to get started with, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.